to tell you it's pink and fluffy, save your money. It ain't pink and fluffy. You created these very nasty things you need to get over. Yes, they are as potent as you. Why? You built them. They have your life force. All of your hang-ups, all of your traumas, all of that has your life force in it. That's why it's so hard to get over. Because it's really potent. As potent as you are. It's where you spill pieces of yourself. You have to pick them back up. Dignity. Have some dignity. Don't let anybody take that from you. That's yours. That's like freedom. Like 1 ounce of freedom is worth 1,000 pounds of liberty. Liberty is what you get from the preacher. Freedom is what you get from God. Liberty is given to you by somebody else. Freedom is yours. Otherwise, it wouldn't be freedom. It would be more liberty. When you're in the military, what happens when you get off the boat? You're given liberty. Can you get off the boat before they give you liberty? So it's, again, it's an authoritative kind of a control mechanism again. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in freedom. Don Juan's kind of freedom. Don Gennaro's kind of freedom. Carlos is kind of freedom. It seems so dark and sinister. It's so weird. But that's only because of the society it was taking place in. Right? You go down into the Yucatan or really in all kinds of places in Mexico. They talk about things that we don't. I mean, shape-shifting and curanderos and witches and the whole thing. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. Right? Are they crazy? No, they're crazy. They're crazy. They're all superstitious. That's how we take it. No, they're talking about the same things that we're experiencing. We just have got a different way of describing it. So when some kind of demon that they've got a name for, and they talk about it running around town, wreaking havoc on people, when we feel that terror, well, I mean, they're talking about the same thing. We discount them because they have labeled it completely different than we do, which keeps us what? Completely divided. No commonality. Right? It keeps us from experiencing oneness. It continually keeps us from experiencing oneness. So those things also are huge blocks to any reality happening between people. All we have are competing environments. But it's not fun. My idea of fun is that. Because it's so unobtrusive, so unoffensive, so unneedy, so satisfying.
So how does one get to the point of being that honest with themselves?
No one's going to like this answer. When you're tired of being who you've been. When you can no longer do it. When you're breaking down regularly because you can't seem to be what you thought yourself to be.
Can you give an example of how you have been honest with something in your life?
I can give thousands. How deep do you want it?
One will be sufficient. Yeah, I think one will be sufficient.
Do you want one that will suffocate you? Or do you want one that will make you feel better? I mean, what do you want? You want one that'll terrify you to no end? Or, I mean,
Yes.
you pick.
Yeah, I think so. I think because the brutal honesty is what I want an example of.
When I started doing this, these lectures, I thought I knew more than I actually did. Thought I knew more than I actually did.
Don't we all?
And now I know even less. Now you might go, well, how is that? Brutal honesty. Well, you weren't at my house
Right.
when I made that realization. So it'd be really hard for me to explain to you how it goes down, but imagine having your soul pulled out of you, right? And you left your meat just kind of left hanging there. And then an aspect of you that really tries to play with things, tries to be a little lazier than the being actually is, gets kind of put over here. And then from here, it gets beat the ever-living hell out of. And you feel it here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. You feel it in your entire being. How would I put it? You take the beating of your life. And then, hold on a minute,
Okay.
hold on a minute. Now you just take the beating of your life. And when that beating happens, it shatters your illusion. The illusion that you were living under that. You really could say this. When you really had no business saying.
So is it like, when you feel that something
It's like
is
hell.
serving you?
It's like hell by times 10.
But it's not really serving you. It's not serving your greater good, but for some reason you hold on to it because you think it is giving you something.
Right? Exactly. When you hold on to it, even though it's no longer helping you, it's actually hurting you, and you hold on to it, and you hold on to it, and you hold on to it. Eventually you get hurt. Right? That's where honesty is easiest.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I really have to. Because I started young. I mean, I moved to Colorado when I was 22 and started right when I got here.
Wow.
I mean, just teachers, one right after the other. Started off very slow, and then built from there, and then by the time I got to Carlos, I mean, there's another one. When I got to Carlos, and I'm not kidding about this, I'm not embellishing in any way. I had these old guys showing up at my house. I used to hang out with the Maharaj, I think his name is. I don't know, some dude that would sit there and be quiet, and all the effect would be going on in the room around him. He was just vibing out. And they sat there, well, you are just like the Maharaj. Well, me, I'm young. I'm like 22, 23 years old. I'm like, that I can do no wrong. And boy, did I. Lots of it. But I could do no wrong. But I did lots of it, but I couldn't do any wrong. What do you think honesty does to something like that? How do you